I'm not gonna let them fool us with that diversity word. I'm not gonna let them fool us with that diversity word. Huh? Because the word diversity cover up all invaders and enslavers and children of the caves. Diversity hides the children of the caves. If your cave phenotype is dominant, not in Africa, you're not African. The caveman phenotype is not dominant in Africa. The African phenotype is dominant. It's wide nose and kinky hair. So right here, this is tricky because this nose is mesogyne. That's not fully wide. That's medium wide. That's Mongoloid, Asian, Indian nose, South Indian nose. Stop it. Stop it. You can't pull one by on me and then check him out with the Gillick nose, that Caucasian nose. Indo-Europeans share this nose. Afro-Asiatics share this nose. Native Americans, Hispanics. It's not African. If it was African, Hispanics wouldn't have it. If it was African, Caucasians wouldn't have it. That's why you can see the same narrow nose on Caucasians as well as the non-Africans in Africa occupying African deserts next to the cave. They all occupying deserts, caves, and mountains. Look into it. All the Afro-Asiatic, Indo-European, it's all the same. You might get one with a mesogyne nose that they'll slide in and say, hey, he's African. He's not African. You can tell he's not African. That man is Indian. See what I'm saying? That's why I put his counterpart at the bottom, even though his nose is a little bit more narrow. Same outfit, same culture. It's not an African culture. I mean, even though this is not an African culture, but he's clearly an African. See what I'm saying? Well, shit, let me take that back. Now that we look a little further, we can tell that this brother's African. He throwing me off a little bit, something about him. Let me give him a pass. But he on the verge of throwing me off. I'm gonna get a brother a pass. Some looks. Maybe it's the hat. Maybe it's the hat. It got to be the hat that's throwing me off. Let me see. Let me take a look at you. Because King Jordan got to do a facial assessment, a skeletal assessment. Huh. Nose kind of on the mesogyne side. Let me see. And look at that brow. Look at that brow on that joint. Look at that Neanderthal brow up in that joint. Hold up. Are you trying to fool me? Can't fool me. This is King Jordan. Hold up. Now you looking at the corner. You know there's something wrong when they look how they look at all these corner out of eyes. Look. That's how you know. That's how you know, man. Look at their eyes too. They give the corner eyes like, I got brown skin, but I ain't African. Look. Let me see. Oh, you looking to the other side, so you might be, I don't know. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna have to do some more investigation. You know, I just slap a picture up there and we just go from there. It's a freestyle. King Jarir got a big head. A big head stores a lot of memory. So think about it. If you have a big truck, can you store more in a big truck? Or can you store more in a little truck? My head is a Mack truck of information. An 18-wheeler. You understand? 7 head. 7 gigabytes. That's what that means, 7. So when you see this 7 head out with the hair all woolly, hair all Eulatriae, hair all Jarir, and my African natural state, not using none of your combs, what you call picks. You notice that we the only ones that use picks for the most part. I mean, you might get somebody in the type 3 that use picks, but everybody else was combs was for lice. We use this stuff so we can blend in a cave society because we are prisoners of war. You see what I'm saying? But we gotta understand and recognize our own kind. We got wide nose and kinky hair everywhere. Y'all get caught up on colors and shit. It's colors. Some of y'all colorblind. What if you're colorblind? See, a lot of people be colorblind because they come from interracial hookups in their family tree. Huh? They got a Karen or somewhere. It's a cave baby somewhere in their lineage, so that's why a lot of people be race neutral. It's diversity. What happened to the invasions? How can you say, no, how can you show, how can you prove? Because it's proven. And it's visible. So remember, when we dealing in phenotype, we don't need to take no DNA tests. Phenotype is dealing just having eye fucking balls. Phenotype is having eyeballs and recognizing Africans and non-Africans. We all have wide nose and kinky hair. You don't see no wide nose. That is a Mezzarine nose. Come on, man. He don't even. Come on. He gonna be Indian or something. He can just pass for Indian. So you gotta stop this. He can. Come on, man. He got the same nose as him. He got the same nose as this Caucasian. So look, Caucasian. This dude got the same nose as a Caucasian. And this dude got the same nose as a Caucasian. We don't have the same noses as Caucasians, Hispanics, or Europeans. That's why it's called the African nose. We got to beat that into people's heads. We got to repetition, so we can get it. Because we going to make them start coming out like this then. They go like, I'm melanated. Look at my eyes. Look at my skin. They go, let us see that nose. Let us see that hair. Yeah. Because they used to do that to us. Look at the South African pencil test. Look at the brown paper bag test. They used to play all type of games with the African. Putting pencils in our head to see if we African. Putting brown paper bags just to see if we can pass if we was lighter than a brown paper bag just to get into an establishment, which is a cave, just to get into a cave. Anytime you going inside something, it's a goddamn cave. That's the first form of going inside something outside of the womb. Going in. The only thing you go in outside of manufacturing is a cave. What do you think houses and shit is replicated? What do you think they keep saying you need shelter? You need shelter. You need shelter. You got people motherfucking, let me take it back. People, whether people or animals, people, it's fucking the same. But you got animals just out in the open. Shelter is not a thing. You only need shelter to deal with the elements you're not accustomed to and you're not built for. That's what shelter for, to make you feel comfortable in an unnatural fucking place. It's not natural. That's why you got to be made comfortable. Stop it. Stop it. All these hats and stuff, all this stuff is for sun protection, skin protection. All these clothes, wizard's outfit, wandering the desert ass stories, next to a cave, all of them. We jungle, man. They done cut down all our goddamn jungles and put us in their goddamn washing machine where they washing the lights with the dogs. What you not getting? Extra bleach added. What you not understanding? Everybody in power don't have wide noses and kinky hair. You see what I'm saying? We're not talking about the puppets. Because remember, the government, they brought us government and education. Remember, they brought us government, education, this is civilization. We wasn't existing without it and shit. They saved us and shit. They fucking saved us. And giving us new ways to die. We weren't introduced to none of your weaponry, your drugs, your education in white supremacy, cave supremacy. We don't need to know all that. Where the animals go to school? Where the animals go shopping? Don't nobody do that. But this military system of cave supremacy, bird supremacy, all of them practicing. We come from the jungles. The law of the jungle is strength dominates. Not no goddamn law. Not no manufacturing. Not no fucking vote. The strongest, the wisest. Not a fucking vote. No, you can't buy your way in. You buy your way in with your strength. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, they changed the natural way. None of this shit is natural. You don't education your way into nothing. Hence, you got skills, but we don't use the word education. It's a skill. It's an instinct. We're talking instinct. We don't talk no motherfucking paperwork, no spell casting, and no white light, cave magic, birdistry. We don't deal in that. We don't deal in, if it don't grow, it's not natural. It ain't real. If it don't move, it don't vibrate, it's not real, it's not natural. Stop it with the cave street. We exposing the cave, we pulling them out the cave, we got them shaking in the igloo, keep it going, wide nose, kinky hair. They gonna end up taking out social media because we connecting and they don't want that together. We're coiling. Coil means together. And this for educational purposes. King Jareer in your ear. I'm so fit I don't fit in. This is a chaos edition, not your edition.